Hi guys, today I'm doing dehydrated apricots. Right now I'm making the syrup for them. I'm doing it outside so I don't heat up my house. What you want is to get a big kettle, and the recipe calls for every 2 pounds, 2 cups of water, 1 cup of sugar, and 1 cup of cornstarch. If you don't want to, sorry, not 1 cup of cornstarch, 1 cup of light corn syrup. If you don't want to use the corn syrup, just go ahead and use all sugar. Also, I don't like mine as sweet, so I left out 1 cup of the corn syrup, just because that way it's not as sweet. And you're going to put this on and let it come to a boil. And while this boils, we will go inside. Okay, I get about 1 bottle. We will go inside and we will start doing our apricots. And remember, like any recipe, you can do this to suit your taste. You don't have to follow this one.
Okay.
Sorry about that, folks. We had a little problem with the camera. What I was saying was you can adapt the recipe to what suits you. The only thing is, by doing the syrup, you don't have the ugly brown color. It's the natural color of the fruit. It really helps with preserving that color. When you cut your apricots, make sure to get off any bad spots or soft spots or where the bird might have took a bite out of it. What I do is I cut mine in half, take the seed out, or put them in water first to clean them. Then I cut them in half, and then like I said, like here's a soft spot, I'll take that off. And then I'll cut them in quarters, and then put them in this bowl. These are more like a candied dehydrated apricot. They're sweet, and they got like the texture of candy. Very, very good. Make a great Christmas present. Matter of fact, I think I'm going to give some this year as a Christmas present. Anyway, you just keep an eye on them. One thing to know, if you do like I do and you pick them, make sure to get a box. Don't put them in a bag on top of each other because they will bruise easy. Generally, I put them in 1 layer in a box, and if I do a double layer, I only do 1. I'm very careful about it. And as you can tell, I still had a few that did bruise where I got some soft spots I had to take off. Anyway, I'm just going to go along and finish cutting these, and then we'll be back and I'll show you the next process.
Okay.
After you've cut all your apricots up very gently, and this will splash, so be careful, put your apricots in your boiling syrup and let it simmer for 10 minutes. And then after that, you'll let it cool for about a half an hour, and then we'll go on to the next step. Okay, after you've let your apricots sit for half an hour, you want to bring them out. I just set them right here. Shake it off a little bit, and then you're going to want to spread them on your tray in single layer. Don't double these up. Make sure they're separate from each other. Oh, that's still a little hot. Let me excuse my messy drawer. Rick's got the camera set right there. Okay. And we'll just put these on. As you see, I don't mind them being close together, but I don't want them, like I said, on top of each other. Come on. It takes a little maneuvering to get them where you want them. Then you always have that stubborn one that doesn't want to go where you want it to go. Try to keep them off this part too, because they are sticky. If you notice, I'm using my fruit trays, the little covers right here. That way I don't have to worry about them sticking, but definitely they will stick to this, and they will stick wherever your little fruit things are. If you don't have the fruit trays, just use parchment paper. It works just as well. Like I said, just make sure they're on the parchment paper and not touching your little things. And single layers. And you're going to want to fill a ball up with lemon juice. There we go. And you want to get them a good squirt. Don't overdo the lemon juice because you definitely don't want to taste like lemons. Okay. And this is a sticky job. I just find I get a lot more juice off if I bang the bottom of it on a plate or something before I put it on my tray thing. Okay. And then we're going to do the same thing with this one. This one's going much easier. Probably because I didn't put as much on this time. Which I suggest putting on a little lighter than heavier like I did on the first tray. Because you can always add more trays if need be. Okay, like I said, the main thing is to make sure they're not on top of each other. Like that one. Okay. I'm going to do the same thing with this one. We're going to spray it with lemon juice. And go to our next tray. Point of fact, as you can see from this, never put these in the dishwasher because you get spots on them like this. All it took was one time I put them in the dishwasher to find out, but that was a no-no. I had done a whole bunch of apricots before I made this video, so I didn't make as much this time as I did last time. But you still get the idea. You know what? I am going to take them after I spray these because I don't want too much stuff, lemon on them. Spray these real quick. I'm going to take some off my bottom tray and put on here. Oh, be prepared, you will get sticky doing this. There's no way around it. One way or another, the sugar is going to find you. There we go, give them a little bit more room. They don't have to be that close together. Get them off the sides. There we go. Set your dehydrator, if yours has a timer on it. Set it to 335, which I believe is where mine's at. Put your lid on. $135 is what you want to set your dehydrator on if it has a gauge on it. And we'll let these sit. It is 1:29 in the afternoon. I'll come back and I'll be able to tell you how long it takes. You are going to want to rotate these every once in a while. I'll do it again about 6, and then I generally go to bed at midnight, so I'll do it before I go to bed, and then in the morning I'll do it again. Anyway, we'll come back and see how these turned out. One thing I did forget to mention is when you're stirring this, when you're boiling it, you really want to use a wooden spoon and not a metal spoon, because the metal spoon can affect the taste of your apricots. Okay, here's what they look like when they're done. As you can hear, they're real dry. They should have the texture of like leather, but they're sweet. They're really, really good. I generally put them in a bag with an oxygen absorber. And these will last us quite a while. If you want to rehydrate them, just put them in water. They'll keep their sweetness. And let them plump up. It takes about 20-25 minutes. And don't do what I did. Check your, as you can see, some got a little dark right here. That's because I put it on 135, and I should check my recipe since it's been a while since I made them. You want them about 120, 115. It's still good. They just, some of them just got, like you see here, a little dark because I cooked them a little fast. But they still taste really, really good. And we'll be eating these up really quick. Hope you all have a great day. Thanks for watching my video. Bye.